All right, guys, welcome to the podcast. I'm your co-host, Steven, with your primary host, Colin. Bag of Dicks, Wheels of Questions. I'm not going to say your last name on public forum. I don't even know if it's out there, but it's your favorite three long-haired girl band from the, was it the 90s?
Yeah.
They came out probably like 92.
The chick that played keyboards was hot.
Yeah. Matt's got a poster right off screen that you can see.
Oh.
And then, of course, Matt, our resident dumpster diver.
I was just thinking about that hobo episode the other day, actually. It's like contracted AIDS in the
See,
dumpster.
he got put in the slammer, and he had so much lice they had to shave his head.
Yep.
Those tax dollars hard to work.
When I dove into the dumpster, there was some gum that got stuck in my hair, so I had to cut it out. We tried peanut butter, but all that did was the rats where I live in the box. The rats just came to eat the peanut butter, so it didn't help get rid of the gum. So they had to cut it, and they didn't have a very sharp pair of scissors. They were like sharpening them on the.
It's not where just the rats ate your hair.
Yeah, they were sharpening them on the. They were left-handed scissors, but a right-handed guy was trying to use them. It was all jacked up.
That's
what are you gonna do?
Well, as long as you don't put peanut butter on your dick when you're in a box full of rats, you should be okay.
Yeah, I've been there. That's not good.
Yeah, it's low parts of life. It happens, everybody.
Yep.
Okay,
I don't drink with you guys anymore.
Yeah, it's a good plan. So today we're doing Wheel of Questions, which we did it was like second episode or third episode. So I am going to share my wheel here. All right, you guys should be able to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start.
All I see is a circle.
That should be all you need to see.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna spin it. Who wants to start with this one?
Steven, you got to punch yourself in the penis to get it to spin. That
Right.
click to spin is not right.
Yeah,
Punch yourself in the penis to
Back to-
spin.
All right, I'm gonna spin for 400. All right, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Well done.
All right, Steven's starting this because he spun the wheel.
All right, what's something that happened in your life that always makes you laugh when you think of it?
Matt's face.
Wow. Shots fired.
I don't know. Any of the Mattisms come to mind pretty quickly. It's something funny.
Like in the WODA?
The
Watto.
Remember the first time I tried to fly a Deluxo? It's like, I can't fly. You guys are hit A or some shit.
Oh, yeah, up on A.
Pull up on A.
That I've got a lot of like weird, quirky inside jokes with my wife that would not be funny for you guys unless I had the context of it. That's always funny. I don't know. My face. I don't know.
My face. That's all right. I mean, so you got a lot of stuff with your wife. I mean, that's okay. Inside jokes. All right, Matt, you got something? Because I have a good
that's the same
She laughs
thing.
at my penis size. That's one thing.
I don't have a lot like that we laugh about anymore, but we definitely chuckle about. I mean, relevant to this channel and these recordings, definitely the oh shit over. You know, if anyone's watched the channel, they know that, and they just see my body going, ooh, and then you see it going,
Oh shit.
So good. Aren't you glad he was able to call it Nakaruma?
yeah.
That's a classic. Anything from your personal life? Anything that makes you laugh?
Not anything particularly that I can think of. I'm sure at work, the couple of guys there, you know, we have some things that if someone were to say it tomorrow, I'd probably chuckle about it and be like, damn it, that would have been great for the podcast last night. But nothing nothing that's coming to mind, but maybe if you give an
Okay.
example, maybe I'll think of something.
I doubt you have something like mine, so I'm going to try to keep this as PG-13 as possible. So when we were like in high school or whatever, so my family owned a campground, and the end of the season was Halloween. And we always put on, probably since I was like 12-ish, probably like 12 to 17. I pretty much ran our like haunted hayride thing and at Halloween. I was running, but I never got to like write it because I was always like, oh, we'd have like 10 stations, and like my little, like I would bring like 5 or 6 friends, and we'd all split up, and we'd have like 2 at the station, and we'd all be responsible. Like, okay, when they pass, you have to run, 200 yards to this spot. And so we were trying to cover everything we could. And it was funny, but I had never done it. So my friends, like the very last year I did it, I guarantee I was never going to be able to do it again. 2 of my friends were like, yeah, just go do it. We'll get some extra running in. So the very first spot is like a graveyard. We had built all these like big tombstones over the years or whatever. So it was actually very nice. We had like spotlights on like a toggle switch. So as soon as like the tractor with the big wagon pulls up, you could hit the light switch and everything, gets lit up, and then, come out with chainsaws or whatever. So I had 2 friends like behind a tombstone, like a real big one, pants down around their ankles, and it's just their butts, and they're just like doing like pelvic thrusts. It was so inappropriate. I was like busting up laughing and in tears, but meanwhile I'm like looking for like any kids, like anybody who's like under the age of like 14 who really shouldn't be seeing this. But they do it for like 2 seconds, and then they just haul ass, and you can just see their white butts running through the night. It was pretty bad, and looking back on it, it was really inappropriate.
So what you're saying is
so
that
funny.
What you're saying is you stared at white asses into the night.
I was so unexpected. Like, I did not think that was going to come. And just that pops down. They're both behind it, and they're just butt-ass naked. I did not expect that at all. It was so bad. Anything else, Matt? You could come up with anything else?
Well, definitely the fact that you just brought up the buns thing. When
Excellent. I love it. All right.
When I was in high school, the marching band, we took a trip to Florida where we participated in a bunch of parades at Disney and whatnot. Well, one of our nights off, we got to go to see a movie, like this big AMC complex down there. And I think most of the guys from the drum line, we went and saw like The Naked Gun, 33 and a Third, or one of those movies. That's how long ago this was.
That's how old he is, yeah.
Yeah. So our movie got out first. So we got back to the band buses before everyone else. So, these kids, high school students back then, the disposable camera was real popular.
Oh.
So we just started going through every seat of the buses, right? And we would grab a camera, we'd remember what seat it was on, and we would take pictures of the 6 buns salute, right? Because it'd be like my brother and a couple other people out there, and it'd be like me and my buddy Jared taking the pictures, putting the cameras back. So these kids, after the band trip, would get these disposable cameras developed, and one of the photos would be the 6 bun salute. And the one girl brought the photo in of the 6 bun salute, and I think you got to see the little what do you call that? The little knapsack holding the
Scrotum?
prunes? Yeah. Anyways, and she handed the photo to my brother, and she goes, "I think you're the guy in the middle." It was great, but that's another butt story. I have another butt story about.
I'm sure you got plenty of butt stories.
Oh yeah, my mom, like one of our houses. Yeah, okay. In high school, our house was like a bi-level, so you walk in and you can go upstairs or you can go downstairs. So there's a little landing. Well, upstairs, me and my brother and my buddy Jared we would stand at the top of the stairs, and when my mom would walk in from work, she would get that 4-bun or the 6-bun salute. You know, it was crazy.
To
We was
your
always
mom?
showing our asses. Yeah, my
That's
poor mom.
What a hooligan.
All right, Matt, this is yours. Oh, I already hit it for you. Too
Okay,
late.
thank you.
All right, what sport would be the funniest if alcohol was mandatory? And that's for the athletes, not the fans. So the athletes have to be intoxicated.
This is one I thought about way earlier. Wouldn't race car driving, like NASCAR, be
Yeah,
cool?
that's what I was thinking.
Drunk?
NASCAR.
Did not
Yeah,
even think
man.
about it. Oh my
Yeah.
god, they would be like 10 laps, first finish 10 laps.
You ever hear these demolition derbies or the bus, like the figure 8 bus races or the camper races in the figure 8? It's just like
That's not
pretty
bad.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, it'd be crazy.
Steven, was that your answer?
It was going to be my answer, but I have a better one. Basically, any event in
Wow.
Hey, everybody gets to have fun.
Well, I'll move on from that one. Wow. Okay. The racing is good. The only thing I could come up with, like the mass amount of people on the field or whatever at any given time, where everybody could be running at each other, was rugby. I thought of everybody being.
Those guys are already drunk. What are you talking about?
I think a lot are on a lot of painkillers, alcohol, but like just totally sloshed. It might.
What about like polo? The polo match, dude, falling
They
off
would
the
never
water,
hit it. They
falling
would
in
just
a pile.
Make it water polo, so you have some good drowning in there.
bunch of dead people. Oh my god. All right. This is mine. I gotta hit myself in the groin. We already had that one. Spin it again. Oh, my death row last meal. So I don't know. Like I had recently actually been like reading about these, of like some like crazy ones, but I don't think they let you have as much as they used to, like back in like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Like people used to just, have like 8 billion things delivered to them, and no alcohol. You're not allowed to have alcohol, by the way. But are you like just like straight up putting your crotch in the camera now?
Oh no! I was trying to stretch my back.
He's like, sorry,
Something
I'm
going
going
on
to
here.
thrust, and then I'm going to wiggle it at you. Jesus.
See, Jesus Christ!
Just blur his whole fucking video the whole time.
I have an idea.
The peanut butter's sticking to his leg.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like a really good steak would probably be something. I mean,
You'd have to get it done by like a steak master, like a professional chef, because you get it from like Logan's down the road or some bullshit steakhouse. Like I can.
Yeah, we can do that at home.
10 times better, yeah.
Yeah, like a really nice steak.
Like Gordon Ramsay makes whatever year.
Yeah, and then
He can tell you to fuck off after he makes steak for you.
You can yell and scream at me or whatever. Maybe like a giant baked potato with it, something like that. One of those like the big ones you get from like the Texas Roadhouse or whatever. That's like a football. Mix that in there with every goddamn thing under the sun. I'd be all right. I'd be okay with that.
You wouldn't choose pizza?
I don't think so. I mean, pizza's up there, but I feel like if I'm going out, I could do better than like a $15 pizza. I want like $100 steak.
You'll end up getting one of those, what are they called, the Kyoto
like a fucking ribeye from
Wagyu or whatever, which is just like half fat and really expensive and not really that good.
Yeah. There's like the Kobe lobster,
Kobe,
where it's lobster that's only that only eats Kobe beef. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, like Kobe, yeah, for sure. All right, Steven, what's your last meal?
I'd probably have one of the like Peruvian dishes made for me. Like those are really good when they're good. Otherwise, a really nice steak, like a Gordon Ramsay or somebody like that would have to make it, like an Iron Chef. And I don't know what I'd eat with it. Like I guess like my Latino side is like we don't have potatoes, we have rice. We do have potatoes,
Right.
but mostly it's rice. But I don't know what the sides would be. It would definitely be surrounding a nice juicy steak. You know, I like them medium, and I like them seared, and I like a lot of like seasoning on them and seared, and I like the fat rendered down on it, so it's like crispy, so you can eat the fat. Yeah, yeah. I don't like wasteful fat, and I don't like it overcooked, and I don't like sauces and shit. It needs to be seasoned. Like you should eat it as is, and it should be good.
Yeah, salt. Choice for me. That's all I ever do. Sometimes I pepper. Sometimes just salt.
That's
on a
it.
Steak. Yeah.
That's it. Okay, look. Let me tell you real quick what I do, and I'll make it short. So what I do is I put this Peruvian salt, which is similar to like the kosher salts, the really big granules. You see the Salt Bay do that shit? It's kind of like that. You let it soak in, because it actually will soak in and absorb and put salt through the meat. I do garlic powder, black pepper, a little bit of cumin, paprika, onion powder.
See, now you're just starting to sound like a woman. I don't know.
No, dude, it's a Latin palate. The Latin spice palate is similar also to the like Asian and
Yeah,
Indian
see, my belief, if you have to put that much shit on something, it's probably not a great steak.
That's people who have no taste buds say shit like that. So anyway,
you're having to overload it. It's not a steak anymore. It's just a spice.
No, it's a spice coating.
Like spices. So your last meal is a spice, is what you're saying.
So we put the spice on there. So I have these spices, and then I put a little olive oil on there. And what the olive oil does is help ignite the charcoal to get it to light up. And these flames are what will cook off that fat and cook it down. But you keep it open so that way that actual temperature doesn't get too hot. You always got to move it so it doesn't get it cooks evenly. It doesn't overcook, and fat is rendered down. And it's got all the seasoning that's like really embedded into it, so you can eat it as is, and it's super flavorful. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be the comment ask question of the week right here. Is that too much for a steak? What do you put on a steak right there?
Yes, I cook mine a lot easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
But I guarantee if we put them side by side and had you try them, I'd win you over. Promise.
I bet 100 people. I mean, not that I'm ever gonna have 100 comments in a video, but 99 out of 100 would just say yes, all peppers. All right, Matt.
It's because it's all your audience is a bunch of white people with low standards for taste.
That's racist. All right, Matt.
All right, so I would probably just get a Chipotle burrito and a Butterfinger Blizzard.
Chipotle is
go out and
it's like trash. It's like literally it's like take a scoop of random trash and put it in a tortilla, and it's Chipotle.
Wow.
And then if I was going a little fancier, there was this restaurant I went to in Philadelphia that was like in an old Subway, and they had these crab cakes, and I mean they were the best crab cakes I've ever had. Like the crab meat was impeccable, the dough was warm, but the crab meat was like a little bit cooler, but it wasn't frozen. It was amazing. And then I went to Hyde Park once, and I had a crab mac and cheese. Oh my God, it was decadent. So some of those things I'd probably go with, but if I kept it simple, Chipotle burrito, right? Fill me up, and then that old Blizzard.
All right, man. It's your death row. It's your death row meal. You can eat what you want. If you want a McDonald's Big Mac, that's your decision.
I'm surprised Steven didn't say eat a dick.
He wants a dick. All right,
the dick would probably be better than Chipotle.
All right, I'll do better this time, Steven. All right, you can click your button.
All right, here we go.
Click your bean.
Click right as I want to right as my hand gets here. You want to click. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man.
You can just cut that part of the video.
We're gonna do it again. There we go.
But alcohol. You know what? Speaking of alcohol, you know we've reached out to potential sponsors. One being Michelob Ultra Pure Gold. And, you know, Colin, have you heard anything from Michelob and the opportunity we provide them for such entertainment value?
You know, unfortunately not.
Okay, so
Kind of been a bummer.
So, you know, I was thinking like, well, you know, I do like the gold color and, you know, I do like the light beer because, you know, us, you know, get the dad bod on. I got to keep it thin. It's the summertime, you know. So what I thought would be appropriate also, what's going on here in the year 2020 of our Lord is maybe a little Corona, a little Corona Light. So, you know, we're doing here a limited edition. You know, they provide limited edition bottles, which Michelob Ultra doesn't. And the calories and the carbs are just about the same.
What are the carbs, Steven?
I have to go look on my case, but it's like 99 calories versus that. What does that have?
95.
Oh, yeah. And so this has about 150 in flavor, where that has about 50 in flavor. So just a little you know.
Competition.
Yeah, a little competition out there,
So,
Michelob. You know, Corona's a big name right now, so get with it.
Highest bidder.
Well, lowest bidder at this point.
Yeah.
Any bidder.
Any bidder at this point is
Matt will suck y'all dick for a 12-pack.
Hey, a 12-pack's a 12-pack.
A job's a job.
Absolutely. All right, Steven. If the world was filled with male and female copies of you, what would it be like? And you have about 1 minute.
Man. Are we like related? Because we'd be fucking. That's one thing.
No, because we have to continue the population. So
yeah, we'd be fucking.
As the same.
It would be like a worldwide German dungeon porn video. It would just be wild and orgasmic. It'd be fantastic.
Go straight to orgies. Okay, all right, I like it. Matt.
We're not having orgies. We're shooting guns and drinking beer.
Okay, that's what I figured.
We're fucking shooting and drinking. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Matthew.
Mine would be very neat and tidy, clean, orderly, and just a lot of casual playtime, like drinking beer, playing video games, or
a lot of
peanut
butter. A lot of peanut butter.
No, not very much peanut butter. I'm lactose intolerant.
That was like a commercial. That was like a commercial, like. Then I found out I'm lactose
Yeah, but
intolerant.
peanut butter has nothing to do with lactose intolerant. Hopefully the viewers will get that joke that I just threw in there, but maybe not. Steven didn't.
Wow.
No, I liked your delivery so much I was distracted. I didn't really pay attention to what he said.
It was
like normally.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't. I just look
it's
at
like
your
normal.
mouth.
You don't pay attention to what I say. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like da, da, da. Just reads the face.
Excellent. So I was thinking about this today, like what a world would be like. It would be very quiet. Everybody would just leave everybody alone. Everybody would stay in their own houses, stay in their own yards.
No one would reproduce. It'd be done.
My population would just take over you guys' population.
Yes.
We would all just get old and die.
We would just try. We would be like, okay, look, we can either just murder you and take you over. You can pay to watch our orgies for a low subscription of $99 a minute. And
you can do it
or
in
we could all
but the world's filled with me, so that's how the world would be. We don't have three different groups of. This isn't dead where we're different groups of people. The entire world is filled. We'll die off in about 80 years. You know, the whole population of all the kids that are like me will just die off.
But yeah, because if it was
right? Well, if it was the three of us, Steven would be the female, and no one's reproducing with him, so we would die off.
But we're very, we would be very socially, not awkward, but just like, I don't want to talk with people, especially like face to face. It's like Steven calls me all the time. I'm like, why is this not a text?
Yeah. Because I like to troll him and say dumb shit to him. So
yeah. I just
I imagine Matt's world would have a lot. I mean, a lot of forearm muscles from all the masturbating that's going to be going on. Yeah, that's not a muscle you get from nature. It's a specific muscle.
that's practice, man.
It's like it's an extra muscle you get when you masturbate.
Is the left arm the same? Is the real question.
Only when you got to use two hands.
Wow.
It's called the stranger, Steven.
The
Get on
stranger.
board.
No, that's only when you sit on it, it becomes numb.
We already did this. Why we keep getting all these repeats? I think I can remove them.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Whose is this? This is Matt's. All right, so this goes for all food. So does Captain Crunch hurt your mouth? And you mentioned actually Doritos. So somebody, like, I've heard this like 10 times about this Captain Crunch myth of like, oh, I don't eat Captain Crunch. I hate it because it always hurts my mouth. So that is my question for you, Matt, is does Captain Crunch specifically, and then you can get another food, does that hurt your mouth?
Okay, so Captain Crunch, we ate a lot of Captain Crunch growing up. I mean, it's been so long, but now that you asked the question or posed the question, I think I do recall that Captain Crunch was not the easiest or friendliest cereal to eat, right?
Okay.
But what I said to that was Doritos. Sometimes if you don't chew up Doritos all the way, they'll go down your fucking throat like sideways, and you can feel all 3 points like just scraping.
Wait, like a frog?
scraping
Like
your
you're just
throat.
like take the whole thing? Like
Baby Yoda eating the whole girl.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you might be drinking, eating a bag of Doritos, and sometimes you don't chew it all the way, and it goes
I think
down
he's really
sideways.
what he's saying. He's really comfortable with big things in his mouth, and
That
sometimes
bag of dicks he's got.
Yeah, and so the bag of Doritos is just like, oh, bag of dicks, no problem. Bag of Doritos, sure, and then they go sideways.
Okay, Steven. Does Captain Crunch?
No, because I would not eat Captain Crunch.
Okay. So have you ate Captain Crunch?
I think I had, and that was last time I ate it. Yeah, I
don't recall if it hurt.
Yeah, do you recall?
No, but I do have a slight overbite. So there's a lot of food. If it's like a hard consistency, it can easily like fuck up my gums up there.
Oh,
That makes
well,
sense.
actually, probably the roof of his mouth was already bruised from all the fellatio.
I love that this just goes straight to gay jokes. Okay, so
of course it would.
I brought this up because I've heard this. Like I said, I've heard this from a dozen people. It's like, I don't eat Captain Crunch because it always rips the inside of my mouth up. I've never had this problem. I don't know if I just actually chew my food or
Do
I
you like
don't.
it soggy?
No, I mean, I haven't had Captain Crunch in 5 years or so, but yeah, I mean, I would pour it in and eat it like a normal human.
So we would say eating like a normal human. Now, this is the thing. What's your ratio of milk to cereal in a bowl?
Average. I mean,
It's
it's
average.
nothing. I mean, I don't know.
So-
It's hard to describe.
So do you have like the cereal in there and then just put some milk at the bottom? Do you like fill it up with milk to where everything is covered, or at least you can try to get everything covered?
No,
or something like
it's-
half and half.
I would say no. It's definitely not all covered. I mean, that just seems like you're a Nazi or something. Like you're a psychopath or something. Yeah, you need to go. But no, I don't cover my cereal. There's probably
You're not pointing fingers, are you? Are you pointing fingers?
You're pointing fingers at the ground over here for me. At least.
Yeah, no, I mean it's normal. I mean, it doesn't get soggy until like and it's not even. I wouldn't even consider it soggy. It still has a crunch, even like the last bite.
What about
So
you?
the first several bites may just have like a little bit of milk.
Yeah.
So I always have like a top layer of
Like the dry shit that you gotta like
kind of.
See me, I always like have to like get everything like wet, so that way you don't have like half mushy, half dry. Because sometimes like you have to like walk away or something happens, and you come back and you like if you hadn't stirred it up, it's like half and a half, and it's like. And my OCD is like everything's got to be like
Right.
covered,
Consistent.
You know what I mean? What about you, Matt? How do you do it?
Well, I probably haven't had cereal since I was 14 years old, so hell of a
Jesus.
long time ago. I just I remember eating cereal. I know I ate a lot of cereal, and it was always the stuff that was better for you. It wasn't ever the good sugar stuff like Fruit Loops and stuff like that. It was always Corn Flakes and Cheerios, Raisin Bran. Those were the shitty ones we got.
And with all that fiber.
Yeah, I kind of liked Raisin Bran though.
I did eat Raisin Brans. When I was really young, I think I put some sugar on it. But yeah, it was actually, the raisins were sweet enough to kind of like get by.
Yeah, that's what we would do. We'd sprinkle like a whole cup of sugar on a cup of cereal.
Wow.
Like it was crazy. Yeah, we was running a cup of sugar in our Kool-Aid.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, we're down to about 4 minutes. We got time for probably one more question. We could just jump straight to that cereal soup. No, we did this one. Which one haven't we got? We got that one.
Is it cereal soup?
I can't read them.
What is something that... What's for? We got that. What's something that happened in your childhood? You know what? Let's do this. We did this one. What's something we didn't do? We got this.
The second one.
Yeah. Let's do that. So, what is something that everyone looks stupid doing? All right, there's your question.
Eating a banana.
Can you eat a banana not gay? Just don't make eye contact. If you don't make eye contact, it's not gay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a good one, but yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna say throwing with your non-dominant hand. Like, have you ever?
That's
like,
good.
So I'm right-handed, right? And it just seems natural. It feels good. It looks good. But once I try to throw with my left hand, I look like Lamar Latrell from the Revenge of the Nerds.
So
you
basically,
so
basically, Matt jerking off left-handed is.
Yeah, no one wants to see you throw anything with your non-dominant hand. Oh my God, it's nasty. It is. And just try it yourself. I want all the viewers to go outside, pick up a football, a ball, a rock, whatever, throw it your dominant hand, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, then pick up another one and throw it with your non-dominant hand. You will look goofy.
I think one is more PG is like skipping around.
It's hard to pull off and not look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a kid skipping, it's
it wouldn't bother me.
That's innocence or whatever. But to see Colin skipping down the street, that would
get beat up for doing something like that. The thing that I thought of, and this was the first thing that came to mind because of a particular commercial, was the shake weights. It was like you can't pull off a shake weight without looking real bad.
What if you're like really attractive and like have really good muscles and you're just like making contact with the camera and you're just like it's like shaking you, but like your muscles are so hard or whatever. Or like, what's a hot chick? If she's like jiggling, she's got like the assets. You're just like. Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm not gonna use it. I could cut. Jesus, man, I could cut to. Jimmy Kimmel did a thing once on like a.
This is how Matt works too.
Yeah, the tug toner. I don't know if you guys have seen
You guys, I own stock in Shake Weight. I own like 5 Shake Weight. Where do you think I get these?
We know where we got these. Yeah, we know where we got
Shake
this.
Weight.
The tug toner. If you guys haven't seen that YouTube video, look up Jimmy Kimmel's tug toner. That's pretty bad. Is that
before he became a PC leftist piece of shit?
Oh yeah, this was over a decade ago.
Yeah, when he was on the Man Show.
It would have been probably post Man Show, but it was pretty bad. All right, we have to wrap because we're down to less than a minute. So,
all right. Well, guys,
thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah.
If you like more videos like this, make sure you punch that like button, right? Elbow the subscribe button, and make sure you lick and tap the bell to get notified every time.
No, you don't have to do that
No,
one.
you don't need a lick and tap.
Yeah.
Just click it. That's good enough.
Yeah.